Hello, and welcome to another Gundam Battle Operation 2 video, and that is the new suit, the Dreissen, or if you're a southerner like me, you call it the Dressin. And painted look like honey mustard, I guess. So now it's the honey mustard Dressin. Yeah, but I'm just anyway. That's gonna be initial thoughts on it, and it's a damn good suit. It's pretty decent, more than decent. It's really good. More than really good, it's really great. Uh, it's pretty much a Dom, which I mean it's based on the Dom, so yeah, it's a Dom, but it's got an interesting gimmick with it. The tri-blade, which follow you around, which I'll get into its abilities here. First off, let's get into the stats on it, which I gotta pull these up. Which the Dreissen, that's a big boy, by the way. That thing is huge. The regular Dewage next to it looks like Krillin, or it's like the Shiatsu, and then this suit is like the Tien. Dude, it's just so fucking big. Everything else, it looks like Tyler 1 next to it. All manlets. Alright, so we got it's got the level 1 version is 550 and the level 2 is 600. And I have the level 1 right here, Antarctic base. 25 ballistic resistance, 25 beam resistance, 20 melee resistance, 27 range, and 32 melee strength, which is a pretty decent spread of points there. And of course, you can buff them up, which I did. I'm pretty sure I went with ballistics and beams and then a little bit in melee. And I think I might have put like slight melee resistance. Not too worried about the melee resistance, but it works pretty good. I just hit that guy through the ramp. That's kind of badass. But yeah, the Dreissen, its weapons, if you saw, it's got the giant bazooka, which it's a bazooka. It does around 2,000 damage, which yep, it's a bazooka. And then it's got a polearm kind of weapon, the Hailbird maybe. It's called like the extended beam tomahawk, I think, and it works just like the stuff like the high speed Dom or the what's it called, the Ifrit DS, where if you hit somebody, no matter if it's a neutral swing, downswing, side swing, it's always going to downswing them. It's always going to knock them down. So you can use your bazooka and then knock them down with the plain old neutral swing or a side swing, which the side swing's interesting because it hits right in front of it. It's on the ground too. Like you can hit people if you want to follow up for a combo. You can do a side. If you accidentally do a side swing, it will hit on the ground, especially in front of it too. Even though it doesn't look like it will. But that's pretty dangerous weapon. It's already a good combination there. And then you have the beam Gatlin. I always call it the beam Gatlin. I'm pretty sure it's just the mega particle cannon on its wrists. And you can rapid fire those. It reminds me of, for some reason, it reminds me of the the Gaza C's shoulder cannons, the way it just feels like when you fire it. Also like the Humbrabis, but you can rapid fire those. I'm pretty sure you can shoot over 10 times. Oh, that guy just got fucking just annihilated by a neutral swing from an axe. Yeah, and it does pretty good damage, like 300, 200 a shot, depending on the suit. And you can fire it multiple times. A really great tool to weaken already weakened enemies. Add some damage on them. And, of course, it's got the tri-blade, which is a interesting weapon of itself. You can see it being fired off, and it follows wherever my cursor is going, which, it follows your camera, which is awesome to think about, like what you can do with that. You can go over hills with that, hit people around corners. You can even boost while using them, so you can sideswipe somebody with it, or just go right next to them. Not right next to them. You can boost towards them, then send them out to fire, and go stun somebody. And the best part is you can switch weapons while using them too. Now I wouldn't switch to the bazooka, because the bazooka takes a little bit to ready up. So what I usually do is, if I'm like far away, just hit them with the tri-blade, and then while it is heading towards them, pepper them with the particle cannons. Get some decent damage off. And if they all hit, it does a lot of damage. If they do like 1,000 base damage, that's a give or take depending on their suit. If they're Ray type general, whatever. And yeah, you can do a lot of combos with this suit. Like you can come in with the tri-blade, come in with your melee for a downswing, shoot them a little bit with the particle cannons, then come in for another swing with your melee, or your bazooka, tri-blade. If they don't want to dodge roll. What are you barking about? Dog tried to bark a little bit. So yeah, a lot of great potential for damage with this suit. It will definitely keep raids in check around 550 to 600. Now I haven't fought too many R-charges with this thing yet, but unfortunately I don't think its tri-blade can go through maneuver armor. Like if you hit all 3 of them. Maybe I just got unlucky. Maybe only hit 2 to 3. But usually when I send out the 3 tri-blades, it doesn't stop a raid type in maneuver armor. It takes a little bit more than that. But yeah, this can make a very good defensive role and a very good offensive role too. This suit, it's really fun to play. Like I can pick it up and just like I get down swung, and all that great shit. Just fucking people up with this. Kaplan's going to try and push in here towards Fruity, and he's going to get downswung. So yeah, it comes almost all... Actually, no, all of its weapons are very useful. There's not one, I think, that is just hardly wasteful. The tri-blades, they don't do a whole lot of damage, but they give you stuns, they give you combo potential, and you can control where they go, pretty much. You can't stop them, but, only if you hit a wall or somebody with them. They're kind of like really fast mines. That's some pretty bad lag right there. And I got saved. They tried to go for me. I'm playing against my friends, too. I have Fruity, Murray, and Honey on my side, then James and Stefan on the other, and I believe somebody else. Well, I think one of James' friends, maybe. But yeah, if you put all the stuff the suit has together, it makes for a very powerful machine. Like I said, you can use it offensive or defensive, and it'll work either way. I'm not going to say it's like super duper meta. I think it's going to be meta, but it's not going to be like every match kind of thing. Maybe, because maybe it might be that. It's certainly powerful enough to carry itself. It will definitely be the backbone of a team, because it does have 21,000 health, which is a lot. And then you take in all of its resistances it can have, and you have the potential for a suit that can pretty much work on every map, give or take. I don't know why I didn't say it's not super meta. It definitely can be super meta. We'll just have to wait and see if a lot more people get more invested into it. It's not like Mark II levels of super meta, and I think that's what I was trying to go for. And I got shot at a lot in 3rd place. 4 kills, 3 deaths, 3rd place in damage, and 2nd assist. That was a nice match. And yeah, it was James, Stefan, and one of James' friends on the enemy team, and then a couple of guys we fought before. Arctic Base, all those shenanigans there. But yeah. The Dreissen, or Dreissen, whatever, Dreissen. Very good suit. I'm very impressed with it. Very unique the way it's set up. You think it's going to be just a regular Dom kind of suit. Then they throw in the tri-blades at you. And it's the little beam arm gun it's got. It works very well. There's hardly any flaws I can think of. But at the same time, there's nothing that's super duper overpowered about this suit. It feels like it slots right into place at 550 and 600. Now, it's probably going to be annoying having to fight 2 or 3 of them every match, because again, this polearm can knock you down in one hit no matter what. And it's got the bazooka, it's got the tri-blade, so that's 2 stuns it can have. So we'll have to see how this goes these next few weeks. I was wrong about the Ashmar. I didn't think the Ashmar would be very meta, but it kind of is. And it's one of my favorite suits to play now, so maybe it'll be the same with the Dreissen. And yeah, it's going to be in this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it. And type up in the comment section what you feel about the Dreissen. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I like it so far. I think it's really good, and I just spent a whole video telling you why it's really good. And if you want to spend the tokens on it, go ahead. This thing is definitely worth 30 tokens, and you'll give you your tokens back, I guess, if you're if you're doing grinding every day, win a battle one time, try super hard with this suit, you probably win. Like I said, this thing could be a very good backbone for your team. I think there's something else I was trying to say. Oh yeah, they also made some buffs for some of the suits. Other suits. The Bolanoke Saman got buffed, which it's good that it got buffed in the areas it got buffed, because I think it needed more boost and all that, more health, more resistances, because man, the 550 had around 10 or 11 beam resistance at 550, which is insane, because you can get that's not good at all for that suit, especially with how fucking big it is. So they buffed it. Now it's got a lot of resistances, and it works just fine for me. However, it still had the one thing, though, that whenever it came out, it needed to stun. When it tried to shoot its beam rifle, it was like the Ashmar. It took 2 beam rifle hits to stun somebody, or you can fully charge it. And then they nerfed it on the first day and changed it to 3. So it pretty much made the Bolanoke a more advanced and long-range Zegok, which that's not something you want to make your suit like. But, they buffed it up a little bit, but it still has the problem of getting its stun off, which they made the grenade launchers, shoulder grenade launchers, easier to stun, but they're still harder to hit. And, of course, its beam rifle is still the fucking same. So, they buffed it, which is good, but they didn't buff it in the areas it desperately needed a buff to make it even better, like to make it to fix its problem. They didn't do that at all. They kind of danced around it. Maybe poked it a little bit with the grenade launchers on its shoulders. And they also buffed the G-Line standard, which they gave it more damage on its Gatlin smashers, which I felt like they needed that because it was already kind of weak. And especially if you take it up 1 level, it's pretty much useless. It has to stand still to shoot that. Probably could have used some kind of, maybe the crouching ability. Does it already have that? The one that supports have? I'm trying to remember. I haven't played it in a while. The Zaku 1 GS, the Garrett Schmitzer, I believe that's what it is. One of my favorite Zaku 1s, or Zaku's in the Gundam, is getting a buff. They more damage for its rocket launcher, which I'm happy about. I don't remember what else is going to be buffed about it, but I hope it's significant. I love that suit. There's something else. Maybe I'll post the link to it. And yeah, with that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.